If you want to taste it, this is your place. And also, if you need a gun, this is also your place. This is super sketchy. We're completely lost. We can do this. Hello from La Paz. Since the city doesn't have much logic and is a little bit crazy, then today's vlog is also gonna be a little bit about that. La Paz is one of the two Bolivia's capital towns at an altitude of 3.6 kilometers, making it the highest capital in the world. La Paz means peace. With the surrounding towns connected to it, the population is 2 million people. Today we're gonna try to check out the biggest market in Bolivia.
For sure, South America, the world,
the world,
and for hire.
My lovely friends from Germany. So the boys say it's the biggest market, and it's only open on Thursdays and Sundays. And since the transportation is quite hard here, we're gonna take a teleférico. Crossing the street is sometimes a suicide mission.
Need to go.
The teleférico here is not just a cool tourist attraction, it's actually part of the transportation system, because the city is so big, traffic is crazy, it's not moving at all. So this is the only way basically to how you can get from one place to the other in such a short time. So we're ready to get on the teleférico. Most of the city consists of low red brick buildings, and since it is in a ball-like depression, everything is built on a hillside. This is the only colorful parts of the town, and from a cable car it looks lovely. We've arrived to the market and the boys said that you can find everything here. Maybe your car's broken, this is the place. The market is as big as 200 blocks, and you could really find everything on that market. If you want to taste it, this is your place, Sam. Market culture in La Paz comes from the fact that there are basically no big department stores for 2 million people. So you can see that the produce is made basically on the street, and the ladies are knitting and crocheting next to what they're selling. So we have walked the market for like 20 minutes, and this is what we see ahead of us. Every Bolivian has their caseritas, one lady who they always go to if they need one sort of product. For example, buying tomatoes loyally from the same place gives them the advantage of yapa. More tomatoes for the same price to keep the customer coming back. If you need a bed, a sofa or a cupboard, this is also your place.
If you need an ice cream machine, that's also your place.
I'm gonna choose Ben as my B-roll girl. Yeah.
What's that?
You just have to be pretty.
Oh, that's hard. Fuck. Show your ass. Show your ass.
I think we're winning with this.
Please don't make me look awkward.
If you need a door, this is also your place. Are we buying stuff?
I buy stuff. I don't know about you, but I buy stuff. It's not a group project.
Group project!
Nope.
And also, if you need a gun, this is also your place.
Sounds good, looks good. Looks like your ass.
The most chaotic video I have ever shot. The big ones.
Yeah,
These are gonna be good.
I think it's still too big. I think I could do one.
If I said everything, I really meant everything. You can get cars here. 15,000, all in US dollars. After all this market chaos, we decided it was time for lunch. So for our lunch place, we have a vegetarian, vegan place. And we start with a ABC soup. Oh, the soup is good.
The soup is soupy.
This is my lunch date.
Hi.
For the second course, we have lomo saltado, and the beef is substituted with seitan. Seitan is my favorite substitute for meat. So for dessert, we have coffee cream. So nice.
You like it?
Coffee. I think we're sort of done with the city and we want to enjoy a little bit more of what's around the city. So we're gonna go to a place called Valle de las Animas. An adventure to get there, because at the hotel they told us it's not possible to get there, but all of our friends have been there. So one bus wasn't enough, we had to take another one. We got off the bus. The bus driver said this is the place where you can enter. So we haven't still seen any other people, any signs, or an indication that we're going in the right direction. Guess we're gonna find out soon enough.
It was amazing scenery and no other people.
So we found a path, but we don't know if it's the right one.
It is called the Valley of the Souls because the forms look like silhouettes of the spirits, and sometimes wind makes pitiful sounds passing between the rocks. Out of this world rock formations made by rain and rivers.
I would have thought that it was more exhausting, like coming up from down there. It's quite some meters up. Breathtaking. We have made it to the first viewpoint. Completely different planet. That there is La Paz. We are very prepared for our hike. We brought 3 cookies.
Plum or plum?
So the rock formations are made of sandstone with little other rocks inside of it. So it's quite brittle. Most of the places that you try to step on are coming apart. Is this the best way? We were walking on what seemed like a path, and then it basically just stopped being a path, and there was a small drop. It's funny how things can change in a second, that you feel like you're on a path and it's getting you to places, but then 5 minutes later you realize that there is no path. You can do it. We had to scramble down loose rock, no pathway, and it was very sketchy. We got down. There's more hope for us. Thanks, Ben. But it's little victories, and now we can understand why people said take a guard, you might get lost. We were just gonna walk around a bit, but it has turned into a moderate hike.
A little throwback turned off. The path has ended.
Again, it looks pretty peaceful, doesn't it? No, we're completely lost.
We did have a map of where we were supposed to go, but the map we had did not match the reality and we got lost numerous times. Mostly the path just ended abruptly.
This is super sketchy.
The only time I was really scared was about 50 meters from the bottom.
We can do this.
So our only hope was to scramble down to the bottom of the valley.
I see a little bit more hope than we did half an hour ago. We might get to the bottom of the valley. Not how I imagined how the day would turn out when I woke up in the morning. We're at the bottom of the valley now.
If that would not have worked out, the climb would have been very long.
Now we're back to where there's civilization and a crazy hike, but we did it. Woo.
During our stay in La Paz, there was an earthquake 200 kilometers from La Paz of the magnitude of 7.2, but I slept right through it.
It's either a good time or a good story.
And we're gonna find some fantastic food. It's gonna be lovely. Snack attack. I do smell free food, and it's gonna be amazing. If you're hungry, everything is amazing. So yeah, it is great.
We're having vegetarian eggplant with bread crust. We have cannellonis.
Buon provecho. I think it's the best vegetarian Milanese I've ever had.
The cannellonis are great too. Like the cheese. Many cheese, much like.
Cheese makes life better. Yes, yes.
Muchas gracias.
Wow.
A good Mother's Day from Bolivia, although in Europe it was 2 weeks ago. This has been La Paz. Crazy, chaotic, really fun and adventurous. And the food did deliver all of the times. Some wise man once said that in the end it's gonna be good, and if it's not good, it's not the end. See you next week for some new adventures.